think that the case in 2v2 is moving forward starting today. And let's see if he can do it with his teammate.
Let's see if he can do it. And who better than the defending world champion, Swata, to team up with? Also, Godly playing Cross? Is that...
That's who I think it is. I looked at that, I was like, is this just a really strange skid for Boatbar? No. Well, we have to wait to see. If Godly pulls up the blasters, I'm going to, my mind's going to be blown. I mean, Cross is, wait, Cross versus Dusk 2022? What?
Yeah, welcome to the new era.
I mean, in Europe of all regions to be pulling out this, but I mean, that is just what you have to do. Oh, the dancing gets us!
Oh, damn, wait a second. Dusk, top tier, actually. Everybody's been sleeping on it.
The neutral sig hits him. Okay, VipR. Nair comes forward, and you're right. It's the Cross regatta. I was like 99% sure, but until the blasters were picked up, I was like, I'm not going to say it.
That's so funny.
It's just so odd for me to see. The only player to really play Cross at all is Boomy in North America, right? That's how uncommon the pick is. So gauntlets
I think
are really what I'm learning. It's like, that's Europe right now. Europe's all about gauntlets.
They're all about the gauntlets.
If Godly's picked it up, we're there.
The blasters, I think, is a really cool option for Godly, specifically in how Swata can combo off of all the different blasters. Godly survived! No way!
Wow.
Dude, no way! What a chase dodge! He got a knockout and he survived off of it, but surely he's gonna... No, even the side sig punish wasn't enough to take out Godly. Godly cannot be long for this stock. Surely,
so far,
and he takes him out.
So far, what I've seen is that while Godly was on the blasters, he took a lot of damage. And now he's over the gauntlets. Let's see if he can equalize things a little bit because they haven't worked out too well in this 2v2 space. That being said, VipR has just been so dominant. Sidelight Nair on both players there from Solarson. Godly goes off the right. A side sig after the neutralite. VipR really doing well. And that's so cool to see. Coming out from Dusk, of all legends, there are some characters who can, with their kit, do a neutralite dash forward side sig. I never thought about Dusk doing it with the orb, but it works.
Me either.
And it just caught him off guard. Oh, the D-Light gets interrupted. And the recovery comes forward.
Swata's kind of popping off, man. I mean, he's all over the place getting stuff done, but Solarson and VipR are much more formidable than I think anybody expected.
Oh, but VipR, in that time while he was recovering, Solarson took a ton of damage. Stop Scoop comes forward. The weapon throw saves him, and VipR could get the revenge knockout. No, Godly covers it. But
Swata, a little extra spice.
Yeah, and so this is one of those small leads where if Swata goes down, Godly just has to avoid the 1v2 during the 5 seconds of time that he comes back to the stage thanks to the sidekick. But, oh, Swata dodges down, D-Light sider to Godly. He goes down, and Godly takes so much damage. You just see him dashing across the stage. He's like, I gotta get out of here. He's just running for it. He's like, Swata, come back, please. Nair comes through.
Oh, they can take out VipR. That's such a nice combo. Oh, my gosh. They can do this now. But wait, Solarson can win this 1v2.
He could.
Yeah, he could win this 1v2.
One good side air.
Oh,
goes to the down sig.
that was a good move. That would have done it.
Didn't quite get the height on the down sig that he was looking for. Whoa, Godly is like, okay.
Solarson
that side air goes a lot farther than I thought. No, he's definitely prepared it. But the side air coming through on the Swata, not a great start. Stop side, like good damage on Solarson. Solarson needs to hit Swata out of the way.
That's bad news.
Yeah.
Oh, Swata! Oh my gosh, the style! That was so good.
And that is your world champ right there.
And that's how we did it.
Like I remember 2021 watching Swata really first come into the scene and going, Swata, you have the best hammer I've ever seen. And he still has it.
It's stuff like that. Yeah. That was not even close to being an option in my mind.
Boom. Side sig.
Yeah, that combo changed everything. Look at Swata doing this though.
Dude, weapon throw.
Dude, like that, I did not consider that series of attacks to be an option at all.
And then,
but Swata saw that and he's like, I got this is how I win.
In addition to not considering that sequence of attacks, it's also how quickly Swata does it as well. He's saving a lot of frames in the sense that he's just making those decisions so incredibly quickly to where his opponents can't react. Oh, the neutral.
So much damage.
Okay, the recovery comes through, and Godly almost lost the stock off that. Like
that would have been bad.
VipR almost there recovering them. But that was a huge
big damage. Yeah, look at the opening. Yeah, Solarson in orange, VipR in orange.
So, okay, there's VipR once again, hitting that dash forward side sig on the orb. I really like how VipR has been playing the Dusk. Swata, he couldn't dodge it. He would have gotten hit by the orb ground pound. He has to fall. And Swata goes down super early in game 2.
That's bad news for Swata and Godly. who are ahead in the set by one.
Dunks him with the neutral stick.
Godly
Gets the double dunk with the ground pound. Godly on the cross. Awesome job with the Gauntlet signature so far. Goes back over to the Blasters. Now that both of his opponents are in low damage, he wants to get some team combo set up with Swata. Doesn't interrupt VipR though. Needed the jump with the Nair, went for the down air instead, and VipR ends up getting a good amount of damage on the Swata.
It is weird not seeing Godly play the orb. You know?
Yeah.
Like, Godly can do anything, I guess.
Oh,
nice alley-oop. Swata has the fastball way low.
Two weapon throws, ground pound clash, Godly's out, Swata's out. The weapon throw stopped. The weapon throw stopped Swata from saving Godly.
Yep.
Interrupted him, he didn't buffer another move. Godly couldn't attack in time. That's a double knockout for Solarson.
Unbelievable. That's huge for VipR and Solarson. But they're both in red.
Ooh.
Godly could take him out, then it'll be 1-1. Godly will be up by a stock. Anything could happen.
Godly going for the ground pound there, wants to equalize those stocks. Swata could go for the ground pound there. Sidelight Nair from Solarson.
Oh, we got both of them.
Nice.
Weapon throw. All those weapon throws didn't hit anybody, but Godly still got a double knockout.
There he is, and Godly, the one most healthy on the field by far. Full stock, only in yellow.
I mean, that play was huge. That put him ahead now.
I wonder,
by a significant margin.
I haven't seen too many Godly 1v2s, but I'm like, if Godly's pulling the 1v2 with 2 stocks here, do I call that even? I'm like, Godly's pretty crazy.
Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see how VipR and Solarson are able to play
it. It's up to Swata to not get knocked out right now. That's going to be the big difference. No! Wow! VipR caught him! That was so nasty!
Oh, that's
and now
neutral
Godly's
sig.
got a very difficult 1v2 ahead of him. Even though he's got a whole extra stock on these guys. Wait a second.
Oh, there's the side.
Separate and conquer.
This is what I was talking about. I'm like, this 1v2, this is pretty close.
Yeah, okay, let's see.
And Godly has been really catching them off
position
guard with the Gauntlet signatures, if you can pick that up. I think if he gets Blasters, it's a lot tougher.
But he is there. I don't think he's going to get any weapon. VipR and Solarson are keenly aware of how important it is to keep Godly unarmed.
Yeah. Downline's coming up from Solarson. Neutral comes forward. VipR ready to follow up. That platform
They're leaving that weapon on the field.
The platform's doing Godly a lot of help right now. He's giving him a place to touch.
But it won't be there forever.
Silent Nair's come through. Oh, they baited him.
They baited him with the weapon, and there's another one. They're going to steal that away.
Oh, it hits him.
VipR and Solarson are playing this so perfectly. No, never mind.
He neutralized VipR so that the end of the hit can hit Godly. It was all planned.
It gives them the on-hit effect, which makes it last longer. Big mix-up.
Oh, Godly gets it down here on Wake Up.
He's got the weapon. Wait a second.
But it's Blasters. I feel like, well, oh, wait. Now that I think about it, a down sig on Blasters would be huge. Okay, side air on the alley gets it.
Oh my goodness, VipR and Solarson, and you know what it was, dude? That neutral signature that VipR caught. That made the big difference here.
Look at that weapon throw.
Yeah,
the weapon throw right as Swata was. You saw him
look at
fastball
look at VipR catch this neutral sig here. Woo! Out of hit stun too.
Out of hit stun.
My gosh.
Yeah. And facing the right direction. We were talking about how Wushang has to decide where he, like, even though the neutral sig, you're covering right above your head, you want to make sure that you're facing the direction you want to throw them. He gravity cancels and sends them right off the right side of the stage. That was so awesome to see. And there's a lot of players that, I mean, VipR is making Dusk signatures work for basically what's the first time for me ever seeing on stream. And so it's really cool to see that. Swata now on the left side of the stage. Oh, that was kind of scary. Most damage on VipR, though. Good start from
VipR is kind of changing the meta of himself. Like,
I mean, VipR's always been a player that plays a ton of different legends. I'm just very surprised by this one.
Yeah, well, he always, I feel like he always just played what he felt was best and not what he saw other people succeeding with. Even back in the day when he was Lucian, like he was the only Lucian in Europe and he was winning tournaments. And like other people started playing Lucian because of his success. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing more Dusks now as well.
Yep.
Oh, Godly, nice. Interrupts what would have been real bad news for his teammate. And he gets another knockout. Unbelievable. Godly is popping off.
Yeah, the neutral sigs from Godly have been fantastic. Tries to fall down. Oh, VipR has to run all the way to the side of the stage. And that might be it. VipR's just down in a fresh start.
Wait, no.
He got one down air. Godly literally scared him off the right side of the stage.
He scared him up.
And then Swata gets one down air.
That's crazy, because all Swata did there was come down and accidentally knock out his teammate.
Yeah.
And nothing else. And yet, the presence of all that scared VipR off, and VipR lost the stock with like nothing. This is That is very unfortunate.
And that's
I don't know
Swata's
if VipR
first stock
can
going
come back
down. Godly with the cross blasters, trying to get the downer after there. Jumping side air. Solarson doesn't get hit by it, but the second one he does. Side sig could take Godly out. Really close. Sidelight nair, side air, no down air. That was almost a 4-hit combo for the team, but Swata dodges out of the way. And VipR with the side sig coming through. Oh, nice nair. If Swata goes down here, that could be pretty huge.
Yeah, stocks and damage are even. So like the next big play will define the momentum for the final part of this game and should lead to the victory.
Oh, Solarson didn't touch.
No, he could have made it back.
Oof, I really thought he was going to hit with a dive kick. I think he thought that too.
He must have thought that too because he had a recovery.
And now Swata's going after VipR. They can just see it. They can sense that VipR is risky off the side of the stage here. Goes for the recovery. Godly gets the ground pound. VipR gets his teammate. He's out.
That's it. GG.
Solarson now in a 1v2 against Godly and Swata, and Swata has 2 stocks.
He needs a miracle.
You have the undefeated 1v1 player of 2022 and the world champion.
And the world champion.
It is like,
good luck.
Solerson's looking at this, is like,
good luck.
Oh, the down ticks from Godly.
Talk about underdog situation here for Solarson.
Oh, the side sig dodge through.
Good dodge.
Man, the cross sound effects on gauntlets are ominous. That's like I can just sense the dread that's creeping up as the hands are going across the stage.
That was definitely, that was the
intent.
I'm
like wondering if Godly is like specifically beefing up this specific legend because he's like, this fits the aesthetic of what I am trying to do this much.
You think?
Like I'm looking at the skin.
He's going like aesthetic.
Yeah,
he's
like
aesthetic
just going
choice.
like, yeah.
He's like, sure, I would play Petra, but
oh. Neutral comes out, alley-oop, side air. Swata and Godly bring it to a match point. 2-1.
2-0.
2-1, I think.
2-1?
Yeah, because Solar and VipR barely won that 1v2 against Godly before, right? With Godly being on the 2 stocks.
Oh.
Yeah. So Solarson, yeah, we see this right there. Great job off the left side of the stage. And now we're at match point, so going to be interesting to see how that plays out here. I wonder if Solarson or VipR will change at all. I kind of hope they don't. I like the Dusk Rayman quite a bit.
Me too. Yeah, definitely like a lot, especially VipR on the Dusk. The VipR, he kind of got screwed in that game, like really early on, lost that stock so early.
And later on in the 3rd stock,
It was just not a great game for VipR. Surely he could do better. Surely they can do better. And I think they got a shot here, but
here we go. They're sticking with it.
What a challenging matchup, Just Godly and Swata. Here we go.
Mammoth Fortress, VipR on the Dusk still as we're going into Game 4. And this is going to be the matchup where if Godly and Swata win this, they are into winners. Semifinals. Mammoth Fortress for this game. VipR and Solarson have to win it to stay in and out of the elimination bracket. Oh, Godly with the gauntlets. Whoa, Swata and Godly both on the right side of the stage just jumping around. Downer comes through. VipR dodges from Godly, and Godly comes forward, gets the nair, goes to the gravity cancel neutral, gets the sideline instead, and Solarson's fighting around with the Rayman, trying to get an X side air.
This is insanity.
There's so much damage.
Everything's getting punished.
Weapon throw, Godly, weapon throw, pick up down air.
VipR, what a play!
I've seen that with like Lance. I've seen it with Hammer.
Oh, he's gonna do it again.
But
Dude,
to get a weapon throw pick up with Orb, that's pretty hard midair. And the down air afterwards. What a snipe. Nice neutral air. Godly at risk of going down again. Solarson goes to the other side of the stage. VipR makes sure that he can get back. Fadeaway side air, gets punished. Godly goes with a fully charged neutral sig, can't quite get it to hit, and he gets the recovery. I thought he was going to get the knock off the top, and VipR goes down.
Tied it up.
Oh, that down sig. That's so scary.
I don't think he's landed it yet.
No,
but it's still
he's letting them know. He's letting them know.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not careful.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
Oh, VipR's so good with the side sig.
Yeah, he is.
Side light nair comes through. VipR doesn't get the side light onto Godly, but Godly in orange right now. Red team solidly in the lead. It's going to take, oh, that was not a good start. He accidentally pummels VipR, and he takes another 2 hits because of it.
There is a solid chance for a Game 5 here. Solarson and VipR are staying in this game. In fact, they're ahead right now, but like only technically.
Swata gets a recovery. Chase dodges back onto the stage, tries to hit VipR. VipR goes for the dive or the down air. Oh, the side stick hits. Godly's out. Solarson gets the neutral light. Down air hits. VipR tries to go in for a new weapon, picks up the spear, avoids the side stick coming out from Godly.
Yeah. Man, Godly being at 1 stock right now is bad news for Swata and I mean, I wouldn't have imagined it. VipR and Solarson are constantly proving themselves to be like one of the greatest.
Ground pound comes through. Solarson tries to cover his head with an air, gets hit with the recovery. If he goes down, Swata is in a pretty comfortable lead here with the 2 stocks, and Godly hasn't taken too much damage despite those first 2 stocks going down so early. Side air hits. Wow, that Gauntlet side air had enough knockback by itself. And now Godly fighting VipR off stage.
He really went for it there. Swata still got 2 stocks remaining. Solarson and VipR were ahead significantly just a second ago.
Dow orb ground pound missed. Swata gets hit towards VipR. Swata off the top.
Okay.
Godly does what he needs to do.
No, dude, not gonna hit me. You're not catching me in a 1v2 out here, okay?
Oh, but Swata gets caught in a 1v2. Has to dodge all the way to the X ground pound.
VipR's so damaged. He's got to be the target. You can see Godly and Swata already going for him. But wait a second, off the side, dangerous against VipR.
Swata's crazy. So many hits coming in. Stomp Sider disarms him. Godly repositioning with the gauntlets, picks up the blasters.
Ugh.
VipR's 1 hammer and arrow away, but
no!
the friendly fire on the side
friendly
sig.
fire. That is dangerous friendly fire. But Godly came in and protected his teammate so he could get back. GG! Godly and Swata are moving on to top 8 on the winner's side. Extremely well played by VipR and Solarson, but 3-1. Swata and Godly just could not be stopped.
Yeah, what an incredible match coming out from Godly and Swata. And they are, to me, even more terrifying to 1v2 than Akno and Blaze.
Yeah.
Just because of their 1v1 prowess throughout recent history. But man, what an awesome job from them. And that is our top 4 coming out as Swata.